Just days after the accident that resulted in 27 people drowning to their death in the English Channel, the French and the EU ministers responsible for immigration convened in France's Calais port. And at the meeting, France pushed its European partners for help in cracking down on people smuggling across the English Channel. Now, the French Interior Minister, Gérald Darmanin, met with his counterparts from Germany, the Netherlands, Belgium and the European Commission. The meeting followed the death of 27 migrants. Desperate migrants were trying to cross over the English Channel last week. Now, this has been the worst such tragedy on record. Now, the key development from the meeting is that the EU's border agency, Frontex, will deploy a surveillance plane over the Channel coast. Migrant crossings will be monitored 24/7. And the four countries represented in Calais have also issued a joint statement promising to strengthen operational cooperation on tackling issues of people smuggling.
That we agreed to have an even closer cooperation between the member states and the Commission via our agencies, and to be able to deploy, for example, airplane, also standing course if necessary, to work closer also on returns and on police cooperation. We need to put higher emphasis on the priority of this issue.
Un avion qui ne sera pas ni technologie britannique, ni avec du personnel britannique, ni pavillon britannique, un avion européen, aller jour et nuit pouvoir aider la police française, la police néerlandaise, la police belge. Les small boats ne partent pas que de France, vous le savez bien. Et donc à partir du 1er décembre, cet avion de Frontex nous aidera très fortement.
Now, the main focus of the meeting was originally expected to be talks between Darmanin and the British counterpart Priti Patel. But the ministers met without the British representative, which was excluded after a row last week. Now, the French Interior Minister has said that France is ready for a serious discussion with Britain on issues relating to illegal immigration. But it will not be held hostage to London's domestic politics. The Darmanin added that France had been handling the issue for about 25 years and that it is now up to London to wake up to what is unfolding in the English Channel. Darmanin further asserted that Britain needs to assume responsibility by making itself less economically attractive for illegal migrants.
Je veux juste souligner devant vous, monsieur, que les accords du Touquet, c'est des accords qui consistent à se mettre d'accord sur l'immigration légale, pas sur l'immigration illégale. Notre difficulté avec la Grande-Bretagne aujourd'hui, c'est l'immigration illégale. Ce sont des migrants, des personnes clandestines, qui veulent aller, qui traversent le monde, qui traversent l'Europe, qui traversent la France pour aller en Grande-Bretagne. D'abord, c'est la Grande-Bretagne qui doit prendre ses responsabilités et limiter l'attractivité de son territoire, l'attractivité économique, et permettre, je l'ai dit, la voie légale pour demander l'asile en Grande-Bretagne, puisque aujourd'hui la Grande-Bretagne doit prendre sa part. Et puis, deuxièmement, évidemment, lutter contre les passeurs.
Now, 2 days after the English Channel tragedy, the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson wrote to the President of France, Emmanuel Macron, where he set out 5 steps that the two countries could actually take to deter migrants from making the very perilous journey. And one of these was sending illegal migrants back into France. And this angered France. Johnson published the letter on Twitter before the French leader even received this letter, and he read it on Twitter apparently. Now, France responded by cancelling an invitation to the British Interior Minister Priti Patel for Sunday's meeting. The row has, of course, deepened a rift between the two nations, who are already at loggerheads over the post-Brexit trading rules and also the fishing rights for French fishermen in the English waters. Now, after being frozen out of the crisis meeting, Britain has announced plans of its own. Talks with European ministers. British Home Secretary Priti Patel has tweeted, and I quote her here, "I'll be holding urgent talks with my European counterparts this week to prevent further tragedies in the English Channel." There was no immediate comment on the venue or the timing of the talks. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.